Streaming. Are we streaming? YouTube? Are we streaming YouTube?
Swimming?
We're screaming. Ah!
We're streaming.
We're screaming.
We're screaming.
Ah!
The stream is happening. That's what's happening.
Oh, yeah.
We
Are you gonna
streaming.
post that for streaming on the server?
I guess I will.
I guess.
I guess. I mean, I
Like,
guess.
Gotta.
I
If we have
guess.
to.
It's just a suggestion. Trying to be helpful.
Everyone, chill, Strom. Yes, I want to do it to over 200 people. Send
Whoa.
it. Send the act. I don't know why I find it funny that Discord will warn you like you know you're sending it to over 200 people, right? And I'm like, yes, do it.
Discord is afraid of you
Suffer.
and army.
Send the at everyone.
You have the power.
Pyth is so fast. I think she just always has
She
50
camps
tabs
out.
open.
Pyth is
Yeah.
always ready.
I love pie.
Pyth does two things. Pyth stocks streams, and Pyth also stocks the request chat.
I love pie.
We all do. Pyth is a national hero.
Pyth, we love you. And everyone else.
Yes, we also love everyone
Yeah.
else. Oh yeah, I should probably say hi. I'm here with my friends.
Hi.
I should have said Mitchie took a BRB, so she'll be here in a minute. I hope. But there's me. There's also my friends Grace.
Ah.
There's Quan.
Hello.
I guess Castle.
Hello.
Yes, and Mitchie's
Hello.
not here yet. So, or Mitchie was here, but she had the BRB. So,
I don't know why.
yeah. So, hello, welcome to Chill Stream. It's been a really long time since I've actually done like a proper chill stream. So, hi, ask us questions, ask us anything. We're here to party.
Dabs.
We're here to chat and
It's
chill.
summer and it's time to party.
Panyo.
Duh, duh, duh. Oh man,
Come on, Panyo. Come on, push the door open, you lazy
the
dog.
famous Quan, indeed.
Oh, whoa. Am I
She
famous?
is a famous bean.
The
Am I
fa-
famous?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
Mhm.
as you should be.
Famous baby.
Woo. Oh, Panyo. Oh, come on.
Sorry, I
baby.
thought Binks was choking, so I had to make
Oh.
sure he was
Oh, okay. That's definitely a reason to BRB.
He likes to eat feathers.
Yeah.
We have pillows with feathers in them, and then he rips the feathers out.
Panyo.
But then when we put the feather pillows away, he breaks in to get them.
What's your favorite animal and your favorite plant? That's a great question. I don't fucking know.
Oh man, fruit bat and aloe vera.
Aloe vera.
In Texas, it's
love
aloe vera.
aloe vera.
Aloe vera.
Aloe vera.
Aloe vera.
It sounds like you're saying I love Vera.
Alabama.
Who's Vera?
I love wisteria. I think wisteria
Oh,
is
I like
fucking
wisteria
beautiful.
too. That's my favorite flower.
Like wisteria, and then I guess for pet or animal, I have many, but if I had to solidify
Mark,
and
Mark.
pick one, I would go with a cat.
Shut
Woof
up.
woof.
My favorite animal is an Arctic fox. I don't know about plants.
Shut up.
I like pansies, I guess. I like growing tomatoes, if that counts.
That counts.
yeah.
A
Yeah,
tomato.
that
Hell yeah.
Once an aloe vera, that counts.
I like animals. Yeah.
Someone came up to me
No,
yesterday
no.
asking where we had pumpkin seeds. And me being stupid, even though I work in a grocery department, being like, oh, you can go to Lawn and Garden and get some pumpkin seeds. She wanted to eat them.
Oh.
So I pointed her to the wrong gun. She's like,
Thank you.
no.
Hang
I
on.
mean, like,
Hang
to
on.
eat.
Important. I'm sorry. Important. I got a super chat. I have to. I'm under obligation to read all super chats. So sorry, but we got a super chat from Grim Cathedral, Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, California.
No, you're doing
used
it
to have to
wrong.
say
I don't know how to do it.
Animaniac.
I don't know how to do it. I only know the one that's like United States and all that one. The one of the countries.
I guess they wanted me more, but they only had one.
I only had 50 characters available.
When I was in elementary school, we had like 2 choir concerts, one in like the winter and one in like kind of the spring. And our spring one was USA related. So like we actually had to sing this on stage when I was like in 5th grade. It was great.
Oh my god! Same! We had to wear red, white, and blue, but we sang I'm proud to be an American.
Oh god.
Yeah, we had that too.
I'm free.
Yo, we
I
sung
hate
about
that.
stegosauruses when I was young.
Grim, you're bringing us back to 5th grade.
Oh my god, did I ever tell you guys about the time I was in choir?
Oh my gosh.
Hello?
I was in choir in middle school because I kind of had an incident with art classes, and so I was like, I don't know what to do anymore. How about choir? So I took choir classes, and my teacher liked doing a cappella choir songs of rap songs.
Oh,
So our
What
biggest
tragic.
concert was we had to dress like we were all from the 50s, and we had to sing "Shake It Like a Polaroid" in a cappella.
oh, we did that.
That's kind of weird.
It was weird. It was weird and terrible.
I think the
Ours
weirdest
was
song
good.
we ever had to sing was like for a warm up, and it was this song about Coca-Cola.
Oh,
We had to sing "Dust in the Wind."
we
Dust in
sang
the
a
wind.
song about duct tape.
Duct tape.
I
Y'all
didn't get
got-
duct tape. We
Y'all got
emo
those fun
songs.
choirs.
I didn't know how depressing fucking "Dust in the Wind" was. And then my teacher's like, "Yeah, it's about dying and becoming dust," and I was like, "I don't want to become dust."
God,
Yeah.
mood.
Just
That
in the wind.
The most fun I had in a
Oh,
choir class was
yeah.
when my teacher got the fucking Wicked medley, and we were like, and then he never let us sing it in public.
Really?
I told my choir teacher about Hamilton, and I was like, "Yo, A-Rob, there's this musical called Hamilton, and it's probably gonna get really big." And she was like, "No, you stupid nerd." And then
No,
2
you
years
stupid
after I
nerd.
graduate, they do
So
Hamilton.
sad.
They
No,
did
you
it after I
dumbass.
graduated.
That's like the same energy as like, no, you dumbass. Like,
No, you stupid nerd. Get your musicals
great.
away from me.
We warmed up singing about alligators and throwing into water spouts.
Oh,
I was in
hi,
choir
hi,
for
Buttercup. How are you?
3,
Welcome
4,
to this.
5
Yeah.
years.
Hello.
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 Hello, everybody.
Tanya,
How
stop
is
licking
you?
your collar. Woo.
Oh, so okay, on Wicked, when I first listened to the soundtrack for the first time, because I had never seen the play, and I loved the soundtrack, and my dumbass didn't know her sister was in a wheelchair, so when I saw the play for the first time, I'm like, wait, who's the girl in the wheelchair?
Oh my
Oh
god.
no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I was dumb, okay?
Feel it.
Yes, if you guys have questions or topics, ask away. We here to
Preferably questions that don't result in long tangents that make us unable to get to other questions.
in other words, Michelle, shut the fuck up.
Oh
No.
no.
It's not what I meant.
No, I'm not mad. That's what happens.
I've done it. I've made it to a Zodiac stream.
Yay!
I don't know. I love the opening of "I've half done it."
There's a question
I
right
love-
about that.
Oh, is
Oh,
there?
Tanya.
Make sure to tag me or I might miss it.
Also,
Hey there.
guys, do it question like this.
No, it's fine. Just tag me so I read it. That's all I
Okay.
We're not gonna stream for that long, so hey there. Sorry if you've answered this question before, but I'm trying to write a comic. How do I start writing how do I start to write my comics first story? Well, first of all, depending on what kind of comic you have, if it's like a comic you want to take seriously and have it like be a long-standing thing and it's not really just like extra for your own entertainment, plan it out. Plan it out before you even touch any drawing device at all. Plan that comic
Outlines
out.
are your friends.
Don't.
Tell your friends all your spoilers.
Yeah, but plan it out. Do not go into your comic and just wing it, because that's gonna lead to a lot of pitfalls and a lot of traps. If you're just doing it for fun and just to practice and figure out what you're doing, then it's whatever. But if you want it to be a serious comic, plan that shit out. Write down some plot points. Write down like a beginning, middle, and end or something like that. Just don't jump into it.
Let's all just jump into it.
Just jump right into it. Just jump right into it.
Fave musicals.
Fiddler on
that's
the
hard.
Roof.
That's a good one. I do like Heather's a lot, but I don't know if that would be my favorite though.
I don't
really have a favorite. I don't really
say Hamilton, but I do love Rent a lot.
I don't really have a favorite musical. I more have like a favorite play, because I don't usually watch musicals for music. I like watching plays typically.
He's a theater kid.
Yeah. Well, even theater kids will get like there are some fucking theater kids that are like hyper obsessed with musicals, all right? It's insane.
Hi, I'm your local theater kid.
Hi.
Yeah, I was about to say, we know one.
Yeah.
I was legit talking to my dad like 5 minutes ago about changing my major to theater tech.
Oh my god.
Hell yeah. Well, it's like, I don't mind talking about musicals. I just know some kids that are like psycho obsessed with musicals to where I'm like, please stop. Like, but they're not the kids that like talk about like general musicals. It's always Hamilton, Dear Evan Hansen, or like what's the other one that got big? Be More Chill.
Heather's got
Be More
really
Chill.
big.
That's the one.
Oh, Be More Chill.
Yeah.
I knew this girl in high school, and it was an art class, and she was doing Dear Evan Hansen fan art, and I was like, oh, that's a pretty okay musical. It's like not my favorite, and she's like, oh, it's the best musical ever, and I'm like, okay.
See, and
then she told me that that's the only musical she's ever listened to.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Is the Book of Mormon a musical?
I think
Yeah, Book of Mormon counts.
That was a Mormon.
Yeah, Book of Mormon.
That one was really popular.
Yeah, like Dear Evan Hansen. I don't think it's like I think it's actually like when I saw it, I liked it a lot. I think it's a good musical. I think it has a really interesting story. I think the music in terms of like it being a musical is very unique because it doesn't really feel like musical music, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny and all that stuff, but I definitely think just whenever I hear there's just some people where it's like I hear them talking about like, oh yeah, I love musicals so much, and those are like the only 3 they list.
Oh yeah.
And then maybe sometimes Heather's thrown in there or something like that.
Oh yeah. I'm so burnt out on like I don't want to be like elitist and be like I don't like them because they're popular. I'm so burnt out on because I hear people talking about them a lot,
yeah, I get you.
It makes me not like them anymore.
I totally get that. No, yeah.
No, I do too. I get that way with movies, like.
Oh yeah. Because
I'm a horror snob, and so I really hate hearing like just whenever people bring up horror movie lists or anything, and they're like, it's always like Nightmare on Elm Street, The Evil Dead. No. I'm like, there are so many other good horror movies out there that came out in the 2000s, but no one cares. Okay,
but I will say, Leah Crow did ask, what's your favorite play? And I'll tell you, my favorite play, and I will go to my grave with it, is The Play That Goes Wrong. It is like...
I think that's airing near me right now.
Please, if you want to go see, it is like, if you like really satirical, like kind of slapstick comedy, it's fucking delightful.
Oh God, I want to see the Beetlejuice one so bad. The one that's going around
I saw
now.
it in New York originally, like on a theater trip, and then I would constantly tell I told my mom about it a lot. So for my birthday, she got us all tickets to go see it when it was in Texas, and it was so much fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yo, it's coming to Reno in January.
Listen, like everything about their marketing is magical because like when I went and saw it in New York, they have all the Broadway shows, so they have the signs and shit out where it's all of that. Their show, their title, their banner was upside down. And then on their playbills, if you look at them, it's slightly off printed.
Yes, I
It's
love
like
it.
and then even on top of that, it's like what happens is like with this one is that they're not just playing satirical characters in a play, they're playing pretend actors in a pretend play. So it's
Ooh, did we
like
lose Quan?
Oh, Quan,
Oh
Quan,
no.
my wife died.
Quais.
There's her internet.
But
Mhm.
it's like so in the playbill though, there is a part where you actually can see the actual actors' bios, but they'll have the fake actors' bios before those. And it's just everything about it is just it's I don't know, but that's my favorite play. So if anyone else ever gets a chance to see it, I'd recommend it. It's so funny. What is your favorite color scheme to use? I
Oh, I know this one. If you're not gonna say it,
no, I know. I love me some purple and golds. I also love blue and golds too. Just a lot. Honestly, literally any color scheme with gold accents. Let's just put it like that.
Oh, me too. I have to physically restrain myself from giving characters like gold accents and jewelry and stuff.
Such a big mood. Like, listen, I can say this because this picture went up today. I had like some character redesigns I was doing, or not redesigns. They were like humanizations, and then one of them was I was turning like a humanoid into a bird, kind of a thing. And one of them was a cat, and it was like she was wearing like silver jewelry. So I'm like, I have to force myself to design this character with silver, not gold.
God, that's the biggest mood.
That video will come out at some point, guys. But yeah, that was. I love fucking
what's so funny?
gold
is,
and
like,
yellow accents are bomb.
Delicious.
You know what's weird? I used to hate gold, like openly hate it, and now it's slowly growing on me. I don't know why I was so against it.
It's me. I'm slowly weaving it into you.
I still avoid gold like the plague because I always feel like when I color gold, it's always a little off. Like I've gotten better at it, but like
Listen, I don't even technically color gold correctly. I just don't care.
Yeah, same.
It's so bad. That's such a stupid thing I have. It's so hard for me to give characters not goth colors. Like
but
there are so
goth
many
colors
characters
are
that
the
have-
best colors.
I know, but I'm like with Lorelai, I ever had to be like, I can't be dark colors. I want to, but it's just not in your character.
I'm so bad. I'm just like teal, more teal.
Oh goodness.
You have some.
It's okay.
Everyone's like a mix between blue and green. That's
There's
my
a lot. There's a
entire
lot
spectrum.
of people I know that never got out of the black and red color scheme phase, like even years later.
Yeah, it'd be like that.
My
It
girl
it
Flame
works.
still is black and red because she was my first like one of my first characters. I'm just like she's supposed to be like me technically, and I'm not gonna change her.
We have a question for everybody technically here.
What's everyone's favorite horror movies? Mine used to be Nightmare on Elm Street, but now it's Reanimator. I don't really watch horror movies, so shrug. That's not my question.
I can't think of any I've watched in like years.
I've
never watched horror.
My favorite guilty pleasure horror movie that's like I don't think it's scary, I think it's funny, is any of the Final Destination movies. I just think they're hilarious. But a horror movie that genuinely scared me and I loved was Sinister, and I think that one's great. Don't watch the second one. The second one doesn't exist. It does not exist.
I hate horror with all of my being. I'm the opposite of Michi. But like, I guess Sixth Sense counts, maybe?
No, that counts. The stuff was pretty graphic in it. That counts. I count it.
I appreciate horror.
I can still handle it, but like...
I enjoy horror as an art form, and I can like 100% like read horror stuff, or I can like look at horror art, or like I watch a lot of people play horror games and shit like that. There's a lot. If we're talking about horror games, I can talk a lot about that.
Yeah, same.
But like,
same.
horror movies are just not my thing, though.
I do this thing with scary movies where I don't want to watch it, but I want to know the plot. So
Yeah, exactly. I like knowing
the
analysis of it, and I like appreciating that shit as like an art form and stuff like that, and like what makes a good jump scare and shit like that. But I don't like watching horror movies.
Yeah, same.
Well, it does suck that like 98% of horror movies are bad. Like realistically.
I wouldn't know, so.
Oh, sorry. But one thing that's funny is Cody's like, I love horror movie. I'm like, you like zombie movies. Big difference. You won't watch any
Zombies
horror.
aren't scary.
Exactly. He's like, I love
They're a
horror
different
movies. I'm like,
kind
you
of
like
scary.
zombie movies. He's like, yeah, exactly. I'm like, you like post-apocalyptic movies. Those aren't horror movies.
That was
Netflix is
one
good.
thing that
Yeah.
my mom was like super into was like all those disaster flicks like Day After Tomorrow and I think 2012 was one. Like there's so many.
We do not talk about Midsummer in my presence
Oh my
again.
god.
Is it not
Morgan
good?
does not want me to go off, because I will.
Oh my lord. Okay,
Someone
different
asked
question.
that. Oh,
Let's
yeah,
move
go
on.
Okay, to Zodiac and Pals. I've been making an OC for years now, along with creating a story plus world, although I struggle to make my OCs unique when it comes
You're
to
cutting out
personality
really
becomes
bad.
overwhelming. What?
You're cutting out really bad.
Ugh. Sorry, it's probably because my microphone is to the side and it doesn't like when I do that. So fine, we're gonna talk like this. Is this all right, microphone? Okay, sorry, I'm just...
Slurpy ASMR Zodiac.
Anyway, to Zodiac and Pals, I've been making an OC for years now, along with creating a story plus world, although I struggle to make my OCs unique when it comes to personalities and becomes overwhelming. Any tips? I've usually found, to be honest, a really good way to figure out characters' personalities if you feel like you're not quite sure what they are is like actually to either role play with them or just to start writing them, because you can find out a lot about your characters if you actually put them in situations and figure out what you actually need. I've had tons of characters that have had total 180s on their personalities because I realized I don't need them to be like that way, but I need them to be something else. Perfect example is one I had with Mitchie here. I had a character that was originally supposed to be super like stoic and quiet and constantly like just watches things on the sidelines, like not really like just like silent and mysterious. And then like I roleplayed with Mitchie just a little bit, and she entirely flipped around to being an absolute like troll and just being.
She became a gremlin.
Yeah,
She's a gremlin.
she's an absolute like pops up behind you and intentionally tries to scare you, and she's just constantly like.
She's a little
Judge.
gremlin.
She will judge you on everything that you do, just because she can. But yeah, so it's like actually trying to write your characters is usually a very good way to test out their personalities and figure out what you actually need or are lacking in a story setting. So I hope that helps a little bit. If not, then I would just simply, like, if you feel like they're all too similar, then just try and experiment and see what other personalities you could give a character. Again, a lot of writing is trial and error.
A nice alternative if you don't like traditional roleplay. I used to go on paint chats a lot, and I would kind of roleplay in a sense on there. You draw your character, people draw their characters and react to it, and that's another way that you can kind of like formulate ideas while still like getting a sense for things. If you're not
That's a good
completely
idea.
comfortable with writing roleplay, because I know a lot of people aren't, and it's a bit more relaxed.
Yeah. Is that why you're
There's an
so fast at
alternative
your
now.
meme
I
things?
can't remember what it's called though.
Is that why you're so fast at your like meme drawings, where it's like this just happened? Here's a meme of it.
No,
Yeah,
I'm just like
the gods.
naturally like that. I used to like speed draw like in my sketchbook in high school, like, and just throw it to my friends like in between periods, like here's gift art, here's gift art, here's gift art.
Man,
I
that
guess I
sounds
just got
great.
really
I wish
fast
I
at
had
it.
that problem.
Yeah, me too.
But I have a really bad problem with stamina, so I don't finish things a lot of the time. Like I'm fast, but I don't last for very long.
We did have a question earlier that was everybody, what's our favorite horror game? Because we did talk about
No,
that.
I know. Yeah, I'm looking at that right now.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, what's you guys' favorite horror game? Mine's BioShock, if that counts. Mine would be okay. I wouldn't say this one's my favorite, but the one that I know has like will always have this very special place in my heart is Mad Father. Just because I think that was like the first horror game I was
Mad
ever
Father's
actually
so
introduced
good.
with. So that one's a really, really good one.
My father's really deep too.
Oh yeah, it gets real deep. Witch's House is also really good one, but that's a pretty obvious choice.
I love all those. I love those, like,
Hell yeah, the RPG
Maker.
horrors.
Yeah. I've been
they're all really
playing
good.
Yume Nikki lately, and I'm like, oh, I'm so dumb for this, but oh, it's so good.
Was it the CGI remake or the Pixel one?
I bought the remake, but I haven't started it yet. I'm playing the original, and it is so hard for my tiny brain.
I
so
like
much walking.
I like Ebe a lot.
Ebe's also a good one.
But in terms of like more like not RPG or type stuff, I'd probably say why am I spacing on the name?
Well, it's like, listen,
It's
there's
the
some
one
I'm
with
trying
the
to remember the names
Wendigos
of.
and stuff.
Oh,
and
Until Dawn.
Until Dawn. Hell yeah, Until Dawn's a really
why
great
do
one.
I keep thinking The Last of Us? That's not the correct name.
Oh yeah, I don't play a lot of video games.
Yeah. Well, I watch.
I mean, watching Let's Plays counts now.
Yeah, that's what I.
Well, I don't do that either much. But one game I did enjoy that's kind of horror. I enjoyed Franbo a lot because it still had the fantasy elements that I kind of love.
Yeah, Franbro's a good one.
That was good.
There was it's called why am I blanking on it?
Describe it.
Help. God, I'm trying to remember. Oh no, it was the shit.
Describe it, dude.
It's one of the bigger ones. It's in a series of games. It's not. I don't think it's not The Last of Us. I don't think it was
Five Nights at Freddy's.
Resident Evil. I think 7. I think.
Was that the one that Markiplier did with the guy looking for his wife?
The one with the hillbilly family, yes.
Yeah, that's 7.
I love that one because, like, even though I'm not really, like, that one I wasn't super, like, invested into the story per se, but I do know there was a big element of that I really liked, and that was there's a little, like, side game you can play in it where it's like you're playing a different person and you're trapped in a room and you have to try and escape while also not getting killed by the mom lady or whatever. And I think it's just a very interesting little mini game thing, and it was I like that one a lot.
I think the reason I liked Until Dawn so much is because my godmother is Native American, so like every time I get to learn stuff like about things like Wendigos that are part of that culture and like a bunch of other really interesting like lore stuff that does kind of apply to the real world.
That Native American burial ground, yeah?
Oh my god.
It's so cool to me though.
Yeah.
No, it is.
No, that was a really good game.
My favorite.
I love the music too. Really nice.
The only horror game that genuinely actually freaked me out, because I love horror games, they don't scare me, was the first Dead Space. Just the way it was set up and the way everything is, and the fact that Isaac is just a poor repair guy. It was literally like, hey, this ship went down and we're gonna send the repair guy, and now it's like, oh, zombie apocalypse but in space. But the first one was like genuinely terrifying. And then the other two just became action games, and I just loved them. But
yeah, and I will be honest, I am one of those people who does have a lot of love and appreciation for Five Nights at Freddy's. So.
Oh yeah, I love Five Nights at Freddy's.
I don't play them, but like every time a new one comes out, I'm like always waiting for.
Oh yeah, it's like when they like went out of, like, it was so spontaneous when like they dropped the VR game, but damn, that was a cool ass game.
Really well. Another one that I liked, a lot of people didn't like, but I liked Layers of Fear. When Layers of Fear came out.
I haven't actually like watched the LP of that one, but I heard that one's pretty good.
That one's one I would recommend if you could watch it. Watch a silent Let's Play of it, because it's much more about atmosphere, and when I actually played it, I enjoyed it. But when I watched Let's Players do it, they were like screaming at wrong moments, and I was kind of getting pulled out of the story. So
I have one person that I watch that does those games that doesn't react in the traditional LP fashion, with the screaming and stuff, so I might check that out there.
Hang on, sorry, we've missed a lot of questions.
I'm sorry, we just keep jumping.
Sorry. Okay, we had one.
Do we play Dungeons and Dragons?
Wait, we're not there yet. Hang on. We're not there yet. I gotta try and do some ones we've missed.
Hold on, what is that chunky baby?
It's a chunky baby!
Chunky!
Where?
Morgan, you want a chunky baby?
Oh my god! It's a baby.
Sorry.
All right, okay. Hang on. I'm sorry. I want to try and go in order because I want to try and not miss questions, if I can. But what's your guilty trend in your art? Mine is making the hair too floofy.
Hips.
I only draw women.
Same.
Three-quarter view.
I only draw 3/4 view big booby women.
Me too. Like for me, men, you get hips. Women, you get hips.
I will
Everyone's
admit, I'm trying to get out of my giving man hips phase. It's hard.
There's some
same.
things that I want to say, but then at the same time, I'm almost like I've been like forcing myself to step out of so many things recently. It's like I don't think there's anything right now where I'm like hardcore. That's the only thing I do. So
Wait, what? You cut out for me.
there's very few things that I would say I just like. That's the only thing I do.
This is true. You are very versatile.
Just slams microphones down.
You are legion. You are many, and you are one.
Oh goodness.
Okay, can I share something like really dumb hilarious about that picture that Quan sent?
What?
We have the same exact paper plate. Alex just ran up with it. I was like, oh my god.
Oh, Quan, why do you have cats?
They're not my cats.
Where
They're feral cats at my grandma's property.
Ah,
But they don't want them
I miss
there.
I miss my
Because
cat.
the mom cat like pops cat like babies out like every chance she gets.
I miss
Because
my cat.
Fluffy Tail's what we call the
Come
boy
on, you're
cat.
hurting him. You're making him Mrs. Cat.
Listen,
Hopefully she gets neutered soon.
he can get the chunky baby if he wants it.
Should inspiration be the same food with different tastes, or should inspiration be different foods with the same taste?
What?
What?
Same food with different tastes.
Should inspiration be the same food with different tastes, or be inspiration be different foods with the same taste? I guess they're asking like, should it be the
That's a
like the
difficult
same aesthetic but with like different content, or should it be like different aesthetics with like the same theme? The Black Burr, if you could expand a little bit on what you're asking there.
I'm way too
My
tired. to
brain cannot
comprehend
compute.
We dumb bappies here.
Okay, so do any of you play Dungeons and Dragons? If so, do you have funny stories? We actually have a YouTube stream series where we do our sessions together. So if you want to go watch those, there's plenty of shenanigans in there.
That we do, and the only reason why we don't have one today or next week is because of life. And next week, I'm going camping for my 1-year wedding anniversary, so we can't do it again because me and the Hubbins are gonna be gone.
Did you just go dot for like 1/10 of a second and then went back to normal for the rest of that sentence? Because I heard Russian for the first word.
If I did, I legit didn't plan on it. So if I did, that was all subconscious.
What is a trend in your art you feel weird about? Mine is either drawing women almost exclusively or making the hair super floofy.
You already answered that.
Oh yeah, 3/4 view and
3/4 view and boobies.
I will say, I think ironically, I have like somewhat of the opposite problem you'll normally hear about, where it's like I actually have a hard time doing boobs larger than a C cup.
Oh, me too.
that is true. Like when I gave him Naya, he's like, I gotta tone down this mega titty, man.
I don't think I said that. I was just like, I have such a hard time because I don't normally draw huge boobs. I usually draw like, it's not like an intentional thing I think about. I just normally don't design a lot of my characters with like over a D cup kind of a thing.
Yeah,
I draw.
Same.
I don't
If
usually
you're not
think of the
used
boobs.
to it, then it just like ends up looking a little weird.
I can't draw big titties. I just like drawing women.
I am big titty queen.
You are.
Yes.
That's all I draw. I refuse to draw anything.
Hey, Demini don't got the boobies. She just got
You're
the
right. She was. I actually had help on her design, to be fair. She was supposed to have boobies, and they were supposed to be out.
And now she just have floof.
No,
Fun fact, Mirabelle is the only character in our D&D with tits.
Does
Actual
Tina have
tits.
tits?
Normal boobs.
Yeah.
No.
So is Mirabelle like?
Well, I mean, technically speaking, Domini and Tip would still technically have boobs, but they're definitely not obvious. Like,
More
I think
fluff than boobs.
I think they would only be
They
obvious
pancake.
if they were like stark naked. Like, I think that's the only time you'd ever actually notice. Oh,
I was
goodness.
about to spoil something.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, oh.
I was like, wait,
oh
never
man.
mind.
I just clicked on the stream and hear tits.
Yeah, that's what's up.
I'm in
I
here.
mean,
That's what
accurate
happened.
though.
Oh man.
I'm gonna make a booby drawing tutorial, you guys.
Hang on. I need to add some. Hang on. I need to add a card. Hang on.
A booby card.
Big tits.
Big
Tits.
I see you entered at a good time.
Exactly, probably the best time.
Exactly.
It's
Did
the
you
only
see the
time.
Steven Universe movie? What was your opinion on it? I saw it. I liked it.
Yes,
The
pretty
music
good.
was so good.
The music was good. I will say that.
Yeah.
I saw it. I thought it was pretty good. I hated the
I have some
repetition of the
questions.
Future song. It was getting out of hand.
That is true.
And
I really did.
it's also why I don't really like the new opening either, is because it's like, oh, more Future shit. Thanks.
Thanks.
I am very much of the opinion of it could have ended on the last episode of the season, and I would have been happy.
But they
Yeah.
couldn't because our Cartoon Network is trash. Anyway.
Yeah.
So.
What? Oh, are we starting?
Nope,
fights
we're
now?
not. Nope, this is a chill
No.
stream. We're keeping it chill.
We're going
Anyway.
to start a new fight club.
So please, any other any other questions?
Okay, like example, vanilla ice cream, should it be mimicking chocolate ice cream? Same content, different theme. Okay, no, I think I know what they're getting at. Okay. I think they're saying how, like, you know how there's some people out there that, like, they have, like, they make new characters, but they have, like, the same story, pretty much.
Oh.
You know what I'm
Yes.
talking about? I think that's what they're talking about, like, I think.
I guess.
I am still the confusion.
Well, I just think in general. Well, okay, because all right. If we're talking about like what's better or what's worse or whatever, like making a bunch of similar looking characters with different stories, or making a bunch of like different looking characters with the same story, then I would say both are equally good and bad. I mean, it's not, if someone's making a character for their own self-indulgence, it doesn't fucking matter what anyone else thinks about that character,
Yeah.
so long as they are enjoying making those characters. But from like a purely writer standpoint, neither is better, because you should want to, as a story creator, if you're trying to create content that you want people to consume, you should strive to try and make characters both varying in personality and in appearance. So neither is better than the other, technically, but even then, it doesn't. If it's somebody just making characters because they want to make fucking characters, it literally doesn't matter. So,
Oh, snap.
Geese, shut your beak.
Beak.
We are in the future.
oh my god.
That's what I was saying. I'm gonna shut your beak,
Gosh.
you geese.
That's one thing I think is really funny with the Steven Universe thing, is how they're like, we want this song to be bopping. Everybody, other friends.
Other Friends is a bop.
That was so good.
Other Friends is really boppy.
It is.
It's in my Spotify playlist.
I think it's catchy, but my favorite was the other spin-off song.
Oh,
That's
Drift
like
Away.
The like
Drift
sadder
Away.
one.
Away was
Yeah,
really
Drift Away
good.
was
I have
too.
that one in my my
I have
sad
that
bitch
one
playlist.
in my Sad Feels playlist.
That's a great set.
Wait, look, I gotta show y'all what my playlists are called.
Okay, there.
Soft feels, spooky feels, D&D feels, sad feels, ooh.
My playlists are like chaotic as hell with
Jesus
their
Christ, I
namings.
have like 3. Mine are literally OSTs, music 1, music 2, music 3 because they get full.
I have
the other two.
I have a single playlist with
and then I have
with about I think 200 something songs, probably more.
I
and then
have
I have
long
a
music
playlist.
playlists,
He's got
long
his
music
own.
mixes,
Yo,
biop, and music.
I can smell the chicken and dumplings.
Biop is just like
Wait, you
I
leaving?
smashed
What?
the keyboard and it was for like Chrono Cross music.
Ooh,
Grace? Wait, who's leaving?
that was me.
Why are you leaving?
I'm not leaving. I said I can smell the chicken and dumplings.
Oh,
Yo,
I thought
Quan,
you said-
almost same hat.
Oh, what
Have
do
any
you
of us
mean?
played Untitled Goose Game?
No,
No.
No, I want
No.
to. Looks like a riot.
I want
I've
to play it
watched
too.
so many Untitled Goose Games. Like, they're so great.
I got commissioned to draw Goose's Halloween and I did it.
It was
So
really
fun.
cute.
So cute.
How do I stop making soft demon boys? Send help. Stop.
Don't stop.
Yeah,
That's all I can do is just say stop.
All I
How
can
about-
do is
how about
demon
instead of-
girls, to be
How
fair.
about
So.
instead of a soft demon boy, make a hard demon girl to go?
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Or
hard
hard
demon
demon boy.
angel.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
See, you
We
gotta
getting
do
into
that.
shit.
Hard angel demon girl. There you go. It's the pure opposite. It's the pure opposite aesthetic.
as you do.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Oh, whoa.
Ooh woo.
Or make a trash boy who's feeling himself too much in a tiny little Jandals girl, and just
What's that?
inside joke.
Oh. I was like, what?
Sometimes Quan just says things and you just have to deal with it.
He.
Is that a whole stick?
Or just make he and a yandere.
Oh wait, make that a card. He.
I crave Unentitled Goose Game. It calls to me like people are called to
Oh
the
my
light.
god. That's pretty good.
I need you to draw my demon boy who has 2 left hands. Did you purposely give him 2 left hands?
Please.
Was that on purpose?
Oh no.
That's demonic right there.
Doggo!
I will gladly. I love anything that's weird. Like.
Morgan's like weird. Yes.
No, listen. I love it when I get commissioned like anything that isn't just like a normal, like person. I still am fine getting commissioned normal people. Nobody take that the wrong way. I just I always get excited when it's something like unusual that I gotta work with, and I'm like, ooh, I gotta think about that one.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yes.
Yes.
The dog's been banished.
Bossy grandpa.
Mooney made an illegal person. That's illegal.
It causes artists panic, and I love it.
Oh my gosh.
It's okay, it'd be easy for me. I just don't have to check the hands after. It's like just draw them backwards.
I fucking remember you sending us the picture. Just like, I don't know why. I feel like the pose feels unnatural. I'm like, no, I think his hand's just backwards.
Read Mooney's comment! Read Mooney's comment! That's evil!
What?
Yeah, we read it.
Oh,
Yeah,
it causes artists to panic. Oh,
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I just read it, Mitchie.
No, I'm sorry. I think I disassociated. I pulled a quad.
Oh, mood. That's like my MO.
Some people just want to watch the world
Disassociating is
burn.
My whole thing.
Are you just trying to
I know, I
mood
went
into
to the
mood?
person. I was like, Quad, are you okay? You're like, just disassociating. It's fine.
I did it like
too.
4 times.
You did. You zoned out.
That was a trip.
Ew! I have to show you guys something that I can't show the chat.
Oh
It's
no,
so gross.
I'm scared.
They call
Hang
it a yeah.
Mooney. Okay, listen. You gotta make the demon a significant other with 2 right hands. Okay.
Oh my
You
god.
gotta.
No!
You gotta. It's a requirement.
You got
They will complete each other.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
They are each other's completion.
Gosh.
They call it swole potato.
More potatoes.
Hold
Twitter
on, am I
says
gonna
this
hate
picture
you
doesn't
for this?
exist.
Sorry, this page doesn't
Yeah.
exist.
It doesn't exist.
What?
Doesn't
Hold on.
exist. It
It was
only
too
exists for
cursed,
you, Michi.
Michi.
It's a sign.
No!
It was too cursed.
I saved it. Oh my god, Discord, post it. What the fuck? Ah!
It's just that cursed.
It's that cursed.
I'm scared, guys. If I just drop out, I don't know
How
what's
do you
gonna
think we
happen.
feel? No, I don't like that.
I killed.
What is?
I really don't like that.
That's just
That
an
looks
anime
like a
potato. What do you
heart.
mean?
I don't
Ugh.
like it.
That's
It
what
was
like
too
anime muscles are
powerful.
made out of.
It looks like
her.
an organ.
It looks like a
God.
pig heart or something. I don't know.
I hate that. It's so veiny.
How did you grow a
Yo, the
potato
fuck
that
just
evil?
happened?
You lie.
It killed you. The potato killed you.
It's double evil because I'm pretty sure that's a sweet potato.
It is a sweet potato.
Sweet potatoes are evil.
That's so big and it's so veiny. I hate it. I really hate it. Thank you.
By the way,
It looks like that thing
Mitchie.
from
Mooney sent you the picture of the demon guy with the backwards hand.
Oh my gosh.
It's in your chat.
I want it. I want
Oh, I hate it!
I love
to see
it.
it.
I support him.
It took me a minute, and I was like,
Hi,
wait,
Gilbert.
Let me see it.
Here, I'll show you. Mooney, I'm gonna share it to these guys because they're not patrons.
Yeah, if
They
anyone
don't
else
give me money.
Or
I don't give myself
sorry.
money.
I'm kidding, I'm kidding.
I haven't been paid yet, Michi.
It's okay. Don't. I'm
please feel
joking.
free to ask us more questions.
If anybody wants to know, Zodiac and I are doing collab commissions.
Oh, I saw this today
oh
on
wow.
Instagram.
Oh.
Cause Gunmoon followed me today, and I followed them back, and I saw it's real cool.
How do I stop redrawing things over and over on different platforms?
like
I
him.
mean, is that a bad thing?
What?
Wait, hold on.
How do I stop redrawing things over and over on different platforms?
Look up things and do different studies, like, cause I think I know what to talk about, cause like I'll fall into same pose syndrome if I like just want to draw and not think. I will do the same pose over and over again. So I think a good thing is just look up references, look up poses, and just copy them, even if they don't look that good. It'll break the habit.
And if you want some really good pose references, Senshi Stock on DeviantArt
I love
makes
Senshi.
daily poses.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and
I
she
have-
gets like multiple body type people to do her poses too.
Yeah, she has like men, women, of different body types and all this other stuff.
Yeah,
And she's posting like every day for Inktober right now, so give you some ideas for some poses for Inktober if you're doing that.
Y'all, who wants to see this picture of me from 2015?
Me
Yeah.
every day.
It's when I played with
Oh, look
makeup a
at that
lot.
cutie.
Oh,
That's
baby.
cool.
Thanks.
Do I have any awkward ones from me in high school? Let me try to find some.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I have some really embarrassing one. Hold on. You guys are about to get...
Favorite? Well, we shouldn't keep ourselves too much in the chat that the
Oh,
other
yeah.
chat can't see.
Yeah.
So,
These are secrets.
favorite animated villain and live action villain.
Hades from the
Wait,
Disney
wait, wait.
movie.
Hell yeah.
Oh, what was it? Favorite what villain?
Favorite animated villain and favorite live action villain.
Ooh,
Hades is my favorite animated.
Hades is so good.
Hades is really good. Live action.
Difficult.
I do love Mother Gothel a lot, though. I'm gonna be
yeah.
Mother
honest.
Gothel.
Oh, yeah.
She's
Yeah, I watched, like,
she's a
4
very
movies.
well written villain.
Does Spike from Buffy the Vampire Slayer count?
Oh, he counts. I'd count him.
Good.
Favorite live action villain? I don't know.
I don't watch enough movies for that to have like a favorite.
don't know. I don't think I really have a favorite. Well, it's like I don't even think I have a favorite animated villain. I'm just horrible at
if I had
having
to pick one
favorites.
favorite live action villain, I love Sam Hain from Trick or Treat. Baby Sam is adorable.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Casu, I finally see what you look like.
You
I've
haven't
never
seen a
seen you
picture
at
of
all.
Kazu?
It's the only picture
I've never seen
I
Cassie.
have in existence when I had my black hair.
Oh look, I have a really cringy one from when I was blonde.
Let's see.
Are we just
That's my
sharing young
ex-boyfriend
pictures?
in the picture.
Let's see. Okay, are the commissions limited?
Are we should? Okay, because I was gonna say, guys, if we start talking too much, like just within our chat, we should probably end the stream.
Yeah.
So,
all right, let's focus back on the stream.
How do I draw? Yes.
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 Anyway.
Or just me, you don't.
No, I don't believe there are limited time for the collab commissions. I mean, the Halloween theme would be limited time, but
yeah, I mean, they're just collab commissions because we had them before and they stopped happening, so we just made a new sheet for it. Plus, I updated my prices, so. How do I get my art noticed besides tags? Tags don't seem to have the reach everyone says they do. I mean, it depends what platform you're on, and even then, there's only so much you're going to be able to do. There is I think I just need to dispel this belief that I think a lot of people mistakenly have. There is absolutely no way for you to get something like an instant solution to get like a bunch of attention.
Yeah,
and the moment you get that idea out of your head is the moment that you're going to be able to be a lot more at peace with a slow growth.
Yeah, because
I'm going to be honest, you don't want to explode in popularity because it's overwhelming as fuck. I'm going to tell you that right now.
No, it's true. When you explode out of nowhere, it gets kind of intimidating. Because I went from like...
Plus, if you explode, the explosion is going to be more active than the aftermath. So you're going to end up being disappointed in the end. Because you're not going to be able to keep that explosion going for years.
Oh, yeah.
So it depends what platform you're on. If you're on DeviantArt, I would suggest groups. 100% groups.
Yeah.
Post your art to groups.
Look for groups that are selective. Like, obviously, if you have a theme with your art or a thing, do that group. But because I can't tell you how many groups I was a part of that I had to leave because they started like, oh, this is a group for fantasy characters, and they just started throwing Sonic characters in it or something, or fan characters in it, and it was like.
If you're on, sorry, I'm just like trying to help suggest things. If you're on Twitter, then I would that's a lot harder to do. That would probably be, you're just gonna have to interact with the community a lot. That's gonna fall a lot on community interaction and things like that on Twitter. If you're talking about Instagram or YouTube, good luck.
Oh yeah. Oop. No, it's true. I remember I had just done my 500 subscriber giveaway when I made a video that blew the fuck up, and within a month I had 10,000 subs, and I didn't know what to do.
Oh.
It literally is just a game of chance, pretty much.
Yeah, YouTube.
I think one of the best things you can do is to not limit yourself to one platform. A lot of people
never do that. Never do that.
DeviantArt to Tumblr to Twitter to whatever. Like, even if you don't keep super consistent posting across your platforms, make sure you're trying to post to as many as you can handle. Yeah, don't just post to one. Post to like 2 or 3. There's a lot of different ones that you can work with. You can even work with Amino, and you can post via your computer.
We don't speak about Amino in this house.
We don't talk about Amino in this house.
Sorry, Cass.
Just giving suggestions. Okay?
I know. Well, no, I just don't. Amino's
we have issues with Amino.
Yeah, there's a lot of issues. Amino's not really a great platform if you want to be taken seriously.
Oh my god!
Because of the amount of people who steal artwork and shit on Amino. It's a lot more stressful than it's worth.
But Casu is right. I can't.
No. Yeah, she's totally right on the don't reserve your blah, 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 blah. Don't reserve yourself to one platform, especially because if something happens with that platform and everyone else decides to jump ship, Oh
yeah, and that's
Tumblr.
Yeah, because Tumblr came out, everyone jumped ship to Tumblr. Then Tumblr got nuked. Now they all went to Twitter. Then they're going from Twitter to Instagram. Now they don't like Instagram anymore. And it's it's better to have a portfolio site like DeviantArt or like another thing, so that way, like, Cass is right though. You should have multiple social medias because
that is, of course, if you're trying to like network and make yourself more of a business. If you're just here for a good time and not a long time, then just do whatever you want. Like,
oh yeah, exactly. If you
this
can
is just if you like if, for example, like we're artists who like getting commissions, that kind of thing. You know.
Oh, well, and networking too. Like I was told that, like, even if you have a really really big Twitter following, conventions would rather look at a portfolio site than your Twitter. You could have 500 subs on watchers on DA and like 200K on Instagram, but they will look at the DA portfolio over scrolling through Instagram like almost any day.
Yeah.
So like that's
you also have like folders and shit on DA too. For
the organization is
it's
really
a lot
good,
more.
yeah.
It's so much more organized.
As
Are you
many
guys
issues as DeviantArt has, there are a lot of tools on there that make your life easier.
Are any of you guys planning on doing contests like art stuff?
I
Maybe.
have a Halloween contest up right now.
Yeah, join Quan's Halloween.
Yeah, dude, Quan's Halloween contest.
Here, I'll try to find Lonk.
Oh, thank you. I can get Lonk.
You already lonked it. Let me lonk you.
Okay.
I'm sorry for mentioning Amino.
Go join Quan's Halloween contest.
Please. I also need prize donations. Ooh.
I mean, I have some points I can just give you that I'm not using.
Oh, what a mom.
Well, I have like 600 points. You can't really do anything with 600 points.
You totally can.
That's $6.
Yeah. You just gotta know where to look.
Here, I'm just gonna give you the 600 points.
Personally, as far as where I post, I do DeviantArt, Twitter, Tumblr, for Affinity, my Patreon, and then Instagram. So
I'm only active on DeviantArt on Instagram right now.
I am active.
I hate Instagram, but I'm like,
I don't like
I gotta post
either.
I gotta post on Instagram because
I stopped posting on Instagram a long time ago.
I like Instagram for art better than Twitter, and that's the only reason I use it.
Yeah, I'm most active on DeviantArt, obviously, but I also
me too.
I try to post on Twitter when I can think about it. Twitter's just a more for fun thing for me than it's anything else because I do not really have an active following on Twitter.
Yeah, Twitter to me is good to get stuff out there like instantly. Like if there's an update or something, like that's what I like Twitter for. But yeah, I'm active. My most active art site is DA. I have a DA, I have a Twitter, I have an Instagram. I technically have a Fur Affinity that I'm like really outdated on. But I also have my Patreon where patrons get art first because they support.
God, I need to set up my Patreon.
You didn't make one yet just to make it to get grandfathered in?
No, I have one. I made it before the whole change thing. I just haven't set it up. Like all that. I haven't made it like real.
We all have Patreon.
You guys should check out Morgan's Patreon because he does the arts and he needs to make rent because he's a college kid.
Yeah.
Any tips for getting out of habits like only drawing one thing when there is a lot of space left on the page? Do you mean like sketchbooks? Because I don't.
Yeah, I mean, I'm guessing you're talking about traditional.
Yeah. like filling in a page, like like you'll draw something in like a corner.
Considering my sketchbooks are usually only like mostly filled with like doodles and shit, I don't really have that problem of having like one legitimate drawing and then too much other space because I just shove a bunch of things in that space. So
leave Lonk alone, Binks. He doesn't hurt you.
If you're trying to kill my Link amiibo characters, a nice thing, and you're not like too worried about whatever, you're just sketching and doing stuff. A good thing you can do is just like making different like reactions and stuff to things, and you can use it for character development, that extra space. So just like have fun, dudes.
Dudes.
Oh, like you can even like just practice eyes or whatever, Do a bang.
Yeah, I just scribble to get my hands loose in sketchbooks.
Oh, same. I just
draw shitty
swirls
shit.
and things. Zentangles have been so great to get like my stuff out than just drawing warm-ups.
And
that's just me.
Yeah, I like doing like ribbons and fabric a lot to like just take up space and practice.
Oh, Gunmoon wants to know, how do you make dynamic poses?
References.
Practice and references.
Or
yeah.
you lay on your bed and contort your body.
I mean, from what I've learned, yeah, references, practice, and line of action is your best friend.
I've said this before. I can't do the example right now because usually I like doing these with an example because it's hard to explain this. When you do your initial sketch, especially if you're doing digital art, don't even fucking worry about like getting any kind of body type or any kind of actual definition to anything. Just fucking draw a stick figure in a dynamic pose. Just do the gesture of it. That's how you're gonna get it looking as loose as possible. Cause like,
Yeah.
and then you go back over it and then go and like start, okay, here's what the actual torso looks like and things like that. Because that helps a lot. Like, that's why now when I do sketches, before I even do the actual sketch, I do like a 10-second fucking like scribble, like, here's their face, there's their legs, they have some kind of expression like this, and there you go.
Here's Legia.
I've been taking my I've been taking my first like real art class because I'm all self-taught this year.
Hell yeah.
And so like
what class?
It's just drawing, like one.
Oh, nice.
The first drawing class that I'm required to take. But it's like, I've never done gesture drawing before. God, it is so nice.
Oh yeah, it's so nice.
Easy.
It's so intimidating at first, but yeah, once you get the hang of it, it's really fun.
Yeah, well, it's like, it's hard because what it requires is like having a confident like hand in a way. And since a lot of people usually start out being very like I think the best way to say it is like starting to do the finished product before they're even close to being done, kind of a thing.
Oh yeah.
You know, like where, because I know that this was me. It was just like where it's almost like you're trying to draw as if you're done before you've even started, and like so once you really loosen up and you realize that you can go back over and fix things, and like it's not like the first stupid dorky sketch you do at the beginning isn't the finished product. It helps so much.
Another thing too that might help, this helped me a lot because I have a problem of like where I felt like my poses are too stiff because I would work way too much on the anatomy before I would like work things out. So what I started doing with digital art, I know people do it traditionally too, where if they have like a projector, but not everyone can do that. But I like drawing really, really tiny just to get my idea out, and then I blow it up and then I refine that sketch, and that seemed to help me like tenfold.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, I do that too.
Yeah, a lot of people I know do like thumbnails and stuff. Like if you want to get like super professional about illustrations, doing thumbnails first is usually a good idea. A lot of artists do the thumbnail stuff first, and then they like either blow it up or they draw the bigger version after they know what the smaller version looks like, and yada yada yada. So yeah,
like if I want to do like an actual picture that's like got something going on, I'll tend to thumbnail it. But if it's like, this sounds bad, if it's like just a commission of a character just kind of standing there, I just wing it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Also, I want to say, I think we should end the stream at like 8 o'clock or like, 8 minutes from now, just because, so we can do the Cards Against Humanity thing.
Sounds good to me.
And also because I need to make like some mini pizzas so I don't starve tonight. So,
Oh, mood.
I have a question. Are you one of those people that like, if you miss a certain time to eat, you just won't eat and then you'll eat in the morning?
Not always. It's just right now because I have a roommate.
That's right.
I don't want to be like up in the middle of the night making something on the stove.
Hey, but Morgan, did you have roommates?
What?
What?
It's a really shitty Vine reference. Never mind. No one got it.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god, they were roommates.
And they were roommates.
Okay, someone got it. Okay. I don't feel as bad now. I'm like, oh shit, my Vine reference didn't land.
It landed with us.
No, yeah, I just don't want to, especially because I want to make something in the microwave, and I swear to God, the microwave here is fucking loud.
I was gonna say, is it really loud?
Pretty loud.
It's loud.
It's pretty loud.
Yeah, it's why I like when I make these. I like cooking them a little bit longer than what's on the thing anyway. But like I'll cook it like just a little bit extra longer so I can stop it before it beeps. Cause it's loud.
I've always done that since I was like little because like my grandma hated it. So like I got in the habit of like always stopping
before the thing goes off.
Wave at like 1 second.
Oh my god, same!
I do that
grew up
at
in the
night.
same house because it was so loud. So I would just
I just didn't
watch
like
it.
the beep, so you know.
Same.
That too.
No beep beep your sheep.
No.
No.
It's the lightning round.
Yeah, we're gonna end soon. Anybody got any quick questions? You want to noom?
Rapid fire.
Pew pew pew.
How do I make OCs not edgy? Look up non-edgy things.
Why would you want to do that?
I mean, honestly, it's not like pretty much anything can be edgy. Just,
Yeah.
It depends on your definition of edgy, and it also depends on how you're writing the character. So, I mean, because, like, some people some people reserve edgy exclusively for the very cliche, like, the specific category of, like, red and black murderous OCs. And then, like, other people would ascribe that to being, like, oh, they have a very dramatic backstory. You know, which could be any character that has a dramatic backstory, so, you know.
How are we all? I am all good.
I'm alive.
I am all good.
I'm so tired.
Oh, I love you.
I had a long day at school.
Smooch.
Many smooches.
Smooch, smooch.
Whisper ASMR smooches.
No.
Just softly, no.
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 Another thing too, for the character thing, because I just thought of that now. You know, a character can look a certain way and act a completely different way if it's just character expression. That's a totally thing
mood.
too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, perfect example. I actually had someone at my table be like, "Wow, you weren't kidding. Your stuff is very colorful, and you're not." And I'm like, "I know."
I know.
It'd be like that.
God,
So
me
I
too.
say, I'm like, I dress very dark and gothic and chill, but all my characters are bright, colorful rainbows.
God, same. I wear like black and like maroon. And
I'm
that's
the
it.
opposite. I wear lots of colors, and all my characters are edgy.
Oh,
Any plans for the Halloween? Oh, we're gonna play.
Yeah,
Don't
we're gonna
Starve,
play a
right?
game.
Yeah, we're
Are
gonna.
we
doing?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we don't
that was
starve
the
for
plan. We're
Halloween.
gonna play Don't Starve, and Michi's gonna burn us down again.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I'm gonna wander off. and
Please don't
get
burn
lost.
my camp.
Yeah, if you guys want to, because I was saying, because Cody's working late, so I'm gonna be just by myself in the apartment.
Sure, I didn't know that we were planning on something.
So
Yeah.
I want to try to stream it though, my end. So I'm gonna try to stream our game if that's okay with you guys. Because
That'd be
my
fun.
channel's not Morgan's channel. I don't got rules. I don't got filters.
How do I get
I
out of
don't
the
got
habit?
rules for you.
Oh,
okay?
guys, question.
How do I get out of the habit of giving all my characters the same outfit? You go look at different outfits and intentionally try to draw them.
Honestly, I used
yeah.
to think this was a joke, but legit look up Pinterest.
Yeah, I have a mega
love
Pinterest
Pinterest.
board of just different fashion.
But please
Yeah.
don't just steal outfits, please.
That's don't
Or even just like go on to clothing websites like JCPenney or whatever to see what kind of types of stuff you can mash together.
Oh, and other cultures too. Like you can get so many different outfits from different cultures too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Leah has a question for the Zwode.
That's not
Oh,
it's
well.
not a question.
Oh,
Not a
sorry.
question, but I have two strange bruises. One is demonic looking hand, and the other is OC in bold letters on my arm. Respond to that.
What?
Congratulations.
Good job.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Sorry for your blood
was-
loss.
It was great knowing you, Leah. Bye.
Gosh. Oh,
We
no.
salute Aaliyah today.
Womp womp womp.
Because it's not 1992.
I was born in 1992.
I was born in 1998.
Nerds.
Wait,
was
Cassie,
born, like-
you're my age? I thought Grace was the one close to me.
No, I'm 4
No,
days
Grace is
older
younger
than
than
you.
me.
I mean, wait, Cassie, how old are you?
I'm 4 days older than you.
What?
It's costume.
I
We
thought
talked
Cassie was
about
younger
this and
than
you have a
I
heart
know.
attack every time I say it.
I was born in 2000.
24th.
I was born in 2000.
You baby.
Catch us, Millennium Baby. Baby gang.
Y'all are
Yeah,
Gen Z.
that's why I'm like, he's my baby brother, because my actual baby brother was also 2000s baby. Except he was
My
born on
baby
the
brother
6th
was
of
born in
January.
2004.
Oh, that's not a real year.
It's not a real year.
It's not a real year. It
He's
doesn't
not
exist.
real.
It doesn't exist. I don't have photos. It means it doesn't exist.
I don't know.
Oh,
It's like cursed. It's a cursed
grade.
slow sweet potato.
No, you want to know what's so ironic about that? All his baby pictures did get lost.
Oh, doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist.
Wait, Morgan, really? Your baby picture is gone?
No,
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 my baby
her,
brother.
Yours.
Kwan's brother.
I didn't hear who. I was like, who? And no one said anything.
I didn't hear that. Maybe I disassociate.
No, I didn't hear it either.
I'll just die. It's fine.
Yeah, Leah, please don't die.
No.
Yeah, please go to the doctor. If it's getting worse and you're getting sick, just. What did we talk
Leah,
about
the one
earlier
that had
in the
like
chat?
breathing
Gotta
problems
protect
a while
yourself from
back.
those Jew demons.
Those Jew demons.
Dear God.
Make that a card, please.
Oh my God. Fine.
Those Jew demons.
Does it have to be those Jew demons?
Or just Jew demons.
Nah, those Jew demons.
Yeah, those Jew
Those
demons.
Jew
Everyone.
God.
All right, guys. Well, it's 6 o'clock for me, so that means 8 for you guys.
Yeah.
Right? So,
All right, so
Wow.
9
yeah.
for me.
goodbye, guys.
we love you. Thank